Hello and welcome to VOD of Consciousness with Sientir. I am Sientir, and you can support me on my Patreon at patreon.com/Sientir. And today there's a bunch of random other stuff that I want to do. Actually, do I have the... Probably not. Haven't really done anything to get me that title. But the first thing that I want to do is kind of take care of a couple of things going on. Here, I've got this Call of the Eye business going on. I have this tapestry I don't need in my inventory. I'm going to go ahead and dump it on the devotion one right now. Doesn't really matter. So this is kind of one of the things you do over the course of Eye of the North is you get these monumental tapestries, then you put them up, and they do stuff in the Hall of Monuments. You get points in the Hall of Monuments, and it unlocks stuff. I've unlocked the Monument of Devotion. So, like, we can display our miniatures. Right now its reading is empty. We can adjust it with Kimmy's the historian over here to go from our achievements to show me my account's accomplishments. And then we get a horrible lag spike. But this is just going to load like everything up here. So you can see this is like for displaying miniatures. All these different miniatures being displayed. Then you can display heroes and stuff here. So there's and pets. So there's like a Black Moe and a Black Widow, Spider and Elias, Anton and Gwen. Over here you can display armor sets. If I remember correctly. This one, the armor sets that are displayed mostly can't go on my character. So there's like the Monument armor and the Norn armor. I should also have some amount of Primeval, if that's a set that can go there. I don't know what it is. This is the weapons one, where you can put a bunch of special weapons. So you can see, like, Tormented Staff and a bunch of Oppressor's gear. Oppressor's stuff is gotten from the Warren Kryda, and it's stuff that goes in here that was the ones that I found easiest to get. And then there's the Honor one here. So there's a bunch of different, like, categories of stuff, and if you can, like, display stuff of different varieties, you can put stuff here. Don't know what Eternal Fortune is for. But, let's see. Right now, apparently I have Eternal Misfortune and Eternal Fortune. I guess I got those high enough to display. That's the Unlucky and Lucky title track. Apparently 2 is the tier you need to display that or something. I don't know how this works. But you can display titles here, so as you get titles, you can add them and all that business. Anyway, that's some of the stuff going on there. For her part, Gwen... she says, "You say you are from the south? You look strangely familiar." So that's an interesting bit of dialogue. Say, "We met long ago, I have something of yours." So you might be wondering, like, what's going on here? She says, "So many feelings, so many memories. I know. The Ebon Vanguard needs us. We'll talk again after that matter is settled." So I think that's for Gwen's broken flute in my inventory. It could potentially be for the red iris flower. You can... Once you've beaten the Ebon Vanguard track, as it were, the Missing Vanguard quest stuff, you can start doing some bonus quests with Gwen related to her past. So you can specifically do things like give her a red iris flower, or I think her broken flute. I don't remember if you can bring a flute from Post-Searing back. If you got the tapestry shred, you can also do that. But those are quests that you can do specifically with Gwen after you have completed the Ebon Vanguard track, and you'll get some bonus quests that way, and you can get some stuff from that. Anyway, so this thing comes up and shows us visions. I'm not going to go through all of them. I frankly don't care. But wait, is that not? Oh, I seek guidance. No. I thought if I... Oh, no, it's look deep into the pool. Keep my eyes open. I don't want to miss anything. So these show you visions relating to the Great Destroyer.
Any luck? I'm trying to get a specific vision. These destroyers are coming up from below. They have to have some underground home, some cavern they all come from.
And if we find the cavern, we can seal it up. Good plan.
So far it has been resisting.
Ugh. And Primordus' shadow. If I remember the lore correctly.
Congratulations. I think you found their home. Question is, where is it?
So as you go, you get more and more visions. You can rewatch previous ones if you want to. I don't particularly care, but that gets the little thing out of the corner. They're largely unimportant. So something else you might notice is I have a very strange looking party right now. And the reason for that is because I have been watching WoodenPotatoes' Let's Play of Guild Wars 2, and he's been over here in sort of the Eastern Frontier, Pockmark Flats area. I don't think you can see Pockmark from here. But I thought it would be fun to go over here to the Frontier Gate and head over to Serenity Temple, because that's an area that's been kind of near where he's been. Of course, this is before it's branded, as happens in Guild Wars 2. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to go there. So I have a really strange party, because there's a lot of stuff that's kind of unnecessary. I don't know how this is going to go. We'll see. My healing is basically a Mistform Elementalist and me with Light of Deliverance and Signet of Rejuvenation. Actually, Signet of Rejuvenation is... it's fine, whatever. I'm not sure if I should be trying to bring something else for healing, if I should be trying to bring something more direct, but... probably, maybe, I don't know. This is what I'm rolling with. We'll see if it's a mistake. If it's a mistake, oh well. Everything... I'm not doing this in hard mode, so everything is, like, going to be pretty low levels relatively. That's part of why I have Acolyte Jin with me, so she could theoretically get a little bit of experience, although level 4 Whiptail Devours are just not going to give her any experience points. There's a cap in this. I might have shown some of that in my... I want to adjust some of my sound. So you can get some more of that sweet, sweet background vibes. Okay, some of that might be a little loud on the effects volume. But most things, so there's kind of an experience sort of curve. So things that are sufficiently low in experience won't give you much experience. Oh, and I got a red die, which is kind of lucky. Dies are fairly uncommon drops. Die system in this game is very painterly, by which I mean you have to kind of mix them like paints for each piece of armor that you're dyeing. I haven't really shown that off, but I've just not done a whole lot of it. I think I might have done a little bit in pre-searing. I honestly don't remember what I showed off in that versus what I've done off screen. Ooh, I love that view of the ruins over there. That's gorgeous. Man, I really do love the ruin aesthetic that Ascalon has. You can see we're a little overqualified for these enemies. But I think, yeah, that's just cracked armor on people. That's nothing to worry about. I put on the Rebel Yell thing if I had it, but I don't, so I'm not going to. That guy probably gave Jin a little bit of experience. So the curve kind of works of, like, as long as something is at least 5 levels below you, this is not... that's almost not worth picking up. So as long as something's, like, at least no more than 5 levels below you, you get experience, but it drops pretty rapidly, let me tell you. I've been doing the Legendary Defender of Ascalon grinding, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do another quest than that, because I haven't done today's daily for one of these episodes. But needless to say, it is one of those things that is not terribly impressive. Is that the phrase I'm looking for? Yeah, or no, the level difference thing is something that really becomes a huge problem when you're trying to get Legendary Defender of Ascalon, because a lot of the enemies... let's see. I think I need to go over to this big basin area. Or do I need to... I don't remember. It's been so long since I've been here, I don't remember how things connect. There's a boss named Festerfang up there. There's that. Yeah. Yeah, Festerfang got some stuff. Oh, hi. I guess you're just here. Yeah, it's just like nothing's actually dangerous, because we're so... Level has a lot of effect on stuff. There's a Searing Crystal, by the way. It's actually interesting. It's been a while since I've really looked at one. Because, like I said, I've been watching WoodenPotatoes Let's Play of Guild Wars 2, and he's been in this general area, although I think there are fewer ruins and more brand. What's going on over here? Oh, Menlo and Sinner over here. There's a quest that you can do. Oh my goodness, I forgot about this. Yeah, this is unimportant, but... You left? Yes. In the middle of a fight, you just ran off. There were Storm Riders everywhere. I could have been killed. What happened to the Storm Riders in Guild Wars 2? What happened to the others? The merchants and the other guards? That's Zenmai saying random stuff. Let's move them over here. Balthazar does not look kindly upon cowards. I don't know. I didn't look back. Neither do I. The sign. Cinders. That'll be enough, Sin. This man will have to explain himself and his actions when he reaches the mists. A little bit of Searing Crystal over there. So I don't think we'll be able to get it because we're not native Ascalonians. Do I have this? I don't know if I have that mapped or anything. Because we're not native Ascalonians, but there's a quest that you get here related to that caravan that, like I said, I can't get because I'm not native to Ascalon, but that's what that's for. And here's Pockmark Flats. So this is where WoodenPotatoes has been talking about this repeatedly in his Let's Play. I know I'm referencing another Let's Play, but here we are. That's what I enjoy watching some. And here's the crystal. I think it's bigger here, actually. Ah, no, they have sand. I wasn't expecting sand. How am I supposed to kill these things if I can't see them? Oh, I guess I'll just throw snow on them. But this is an enormous crystal. This whole area is surrounded by Storm Riders and tar. And Earth Elementals. There's a quest here, actually, to kill Earth Elementals to get lodestones to place them in things for reasons that I forget. It's been a while, okay? Obviously, the enemies aren't threatening. We're hitting for over 100 damage, which is pretty ridiculous. But yeah, so this crystal right here is it's quite impressive. Actually, enough so that maybe I should make this the thumbnail instead of what I was planning on making the thumbnail. Okay, you know what? I need you guys over there. Let's actually get it a little bit like that, because thumbnails need the side of the screen. By the way, you can see that my computer username is Sientir, because I am a creative individual who likes to be consistent with my usernames. Okay. As much as I can, anyway. Just as a random aside, I've actually been posting a bunch of Guild Wars screenshots to Twitter lately. I don't use Twitter a whole lot because I find it to be kind of a cesspit of activism. So I tend to avoid it on account of that not being appealing to me. But it seemed like the best place. I was originally thinking of trying to do Instagram, and then Instagram is like, I'm not easy to use. So I'm like, well, I guess I won't try to use Instagram then. It really wants to be for mobile apps and not for PC, so I decided I'd start maybe posting some Guild Wars screenshots on Twitter, so there's that. I don't really use it for much except as kind of an RSS feed for my videos, though, so. You can see that I just got randomly healed a little bit. This, whenever Serenia casts a water magic spell, or just any elemental spell, excuse me, all non-spirit allies in the area are healed for some amount based on the energy costs, so she's easily able to take care of the healing that our party needs. I'd like to get Zenmai an updated costume. I don't like her default costume very much, but getting hero costumes is a bit of an obnoxious process. I see your eruption. I don't want anything to do with it. It's annoying. Serenity Temple up here, by the way, is actually an outpost. So it's kind of fun exploring some of Ascalon. We're in Odwin. But yeah, this is a little outpost. You can come here. There's a quest, I think, that takes you here. Oh, there's Iridine. And Priestess Urshana. Hendrik Redstaff. Why does that familiar? Something. I mean, I've been here before, but there's a statue of Melandru and a statue of Dwayna here. We don't have favor right now, so they're not up. Maybe if there's enough people, eventually I'll do like proper Let's Plays of these things, but I'm surprised to see someone like you so far from Lion's Arch. I hope you are not lost. That's because I'm a foreigner. She would have different dialogue for somebody who's native to the area. I think there's a quest that sends you here from Sarlacc Sanitarium, which is all the way over here, to get a potion to help heal Relena? Anyway, she says, Iridine says, these giant crystals brought down from the heavens by the Char seem to have had a drastic effect on the local wildlife. It's fascinating. What brings you to Serenity Temple? She's a mesmer. You can tell because she looks like a mesmer. Yeah, so if we go to Sarlacc Sanitarium, you're going to see a bunch of NPCs here. There's Vassar over here. And he says, welcome, friend. It's good to see a friendly face in these trying times. What would you like to discuss with me? I think he's doing okay, but if I remember correctly, Relena is not. I think, and that's why you have to go over there. You'll see Necromancer Mune is over here. She used to be in the catacombs. Obviously, that whole area is blocked off. We can't get to it. That's something that's saddened players for a really long time. They'd like to be able to go to that area again. Hi, Horace. He says, where's my pudding? People have not necessarily taken things too well. Casher Blackblood, you might remember her. She's over here. She says, you don't look like the usual raving lunatics we tend to see around here. Is there something you'd like to discuss with me? Basically what happened is the searing occurred, and a bunch of people did not take it well, and it's negatively affected their mind. Phaeton Hawthorne, as I recall, does not take it especially well. Because, he says, the eggs, they're coming for me. Please, make them go away. You see them, don't you? He, if you might recall the episode, he helped us collect some eggs for Duke... What was his name? I don't know. Duke Gabin, I think? And so he helped us collect devour eggs right before the searing happened, and apparently that's kind of screwed with his brain. War Master Theron says, this place was once an abbey, but it's just a pile of broken bricks now. Horse over there has been here ever since Char attacked. We've taken him home to Ascalon City a number of times and hoped that familiar sights might do him some good, but he always finds his way back here. Guess this is home for him now. So yeah, this area did not take things super well. You can see big old searing crystals all over the place, random lightning strikes. I kind of want to figure out where Horus came from. But maybe I'll check over here. I'm probably going to be wrapping this episode up shortly, but... Okay, so it just says he's here in sort of like sanitarium. And apparently he has a variety of quotes. Let's see. He has apparently a bunch of references and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what his story is. But anyway, he's over there. He's not exactly in great condition. So a lot of people did not take the steering very well psychologically. Anyway, I kind of want to go into Regent Valley, though there's not going to be a whole lot there. I can get there from Serenity Temple, and kind of a long way around back to Fort Rannoch. I don't know. How much of, like, exploring Ascalon do people want to see? Because I kind of want to do it on the one hand, on the other hand, I'm not sure. I think that'll probably be enough for this episode, regardless. So, until next time, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.